Capricorns, welcome back. My hair's a mess, and I don't care. Capricorn, my BFFs. We are doing what you need to know, whatever comes up. Okay, let's get started. Capricorn. Capricorns. Oh, my little thing fell off. Alright, Capricorn. Whoa. Okay, you guys got Passion of the Lionheart, Fire Agate. And then you guys got Sacred Play. Shut up. From Word to World. Wow. You got Goddess Saraswati and Ammonite. Angel Kaliel. And Polychrome Jasper. And then you got Goddess Sekhmet and Fire Agate. Okay, right now, Capricorns, you guys are very fiery. You guys are fiery. You guys are fiery in your speech. You guys are fiery in your life. You guys have lit that fire and it is blazing high, okay? Right now, you guys are taking over your world and you're burning down anything. I was going to say anything that no longer resonates in your life, right? You're allowing that fire and that passion to take over for life. You have a love for life right now where it's starting and it is just fueling you. It is just burning bright in your heart. It is just going to take you places, okay? With Sacred Play right now, it does feel like the plays that you're making in your life, they're actually very sacred and they're moving you into your life path, what you're meant to do if you're not already there. It does feel like every move, I'm seeing a chess game, and every move that you make is for your highest good. It's almost like you're no longer playing any dumb games with your life. And now everything that you do is for your highest good. It either benefits you or you're not doing it anymore. It either makes your life greater. And this is the same with people, friends, relationship. You either come in and make my life better, or even like, come in with equal give and take. I'm no longer accepting mediocre, or you get the fuck out of my life because I'm not offering mediocre, right, Capricorns? And I speak as you guys. And then from word to world, it feels like you've been speaking. I want to do this. I want to do that. This is what I want for my life. And now it's moving from word to doing, right? You're starting to move forward and you're starting to move ahead and you're starting to actually do the things that you've been saying you've wanted to do. It's no more speaking, it's now doing, right? This is actually quite powerful and wonderful. All right, Capricorns, let's see. Whoa, whoa. You guys got the Hierophant. Wait. Okay. The Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're done with letting institutions, hierarchies, patriarchies, matriarchies, whatever it is. It's been a lot of greediness. It's been a lot of greediness of energy, of everything. I'm just saying everything with money, with time, with love. And there's just been a greediness all around. All you've dealt with greedy people and people that wanted to control you. They wanted to have, and this is why they were greedy. It wasn't that they didn't have, they had plenty. But when you give somebody just the bare minimum, they put you in a cage and basically say, well, if you don't listen to what I say or if you don't do what I say, I'm going to keep you in this cage and give you breadcrumbs. Why do you want to leave? I'm giving you breadcrumbs. Why do you want to? This is, you have a home. It's a cage. It's a jail. Why do you want to go? You have such a good life here. I give you water, and you're so beautiful. I don't want anybody else to take you. You have such a bright light, and it makes me feel so good. I don't want anybody else to take it, right? You're just so tired of selfish, self-centered, just people that just took from you, that were just stingy in every aspect of the way, right? With the King of Cups here, I feel like you finally have found your emotional sovereignty. You have a very high emotional IQ, and you have your emotions in check. You are not allowing people to trigger you. You're not allowing people to take you out of your throne. You're not allowing people to basically play with you, right? And you're using this wisdom, and you're starting to spread the information, and you're I don't know how you're doing it, because I don't feel like, I don't know, maybe some of you guys have a platform, but I feel like it's different. It's almost like wherever you go, you're seeing people that are in the same situation as you, and you're spreading that word like, hey, you don't have to do this. You don't have to be there. You don't have to be stuck here. I was in your position and now I'm not. This is what you need to do. You need to find your own sovereignty. You need to find your freedom, right? When nobody has strings on you, you can't be puppeteered. If you can pay your own bills and you can buy your own things, you can't be controlled, right? And I feel like for a long time you didn't understand that. You didn't understand that. I feel like for some of you guys, you had jobs where they would intermingle business and relationship, and they would use that over your head. They would, oh, well, if you're not a good girlfriend, you're going to lose your job, right? And I feel like you've learned that having any strings on you is not going to work for you anymore. And you're cutting that shit out. Yeah. But I feel like you are using your wiseness and what you've learned, and you're spreading the word. You're giving good um, advice. But I do feel like your emotions are very much in control and in check, right? But there's a lovingness to it. It's almost like a father energy or a mother energy. It's more like a fatherly love. Even if you're feminine, it's more like a fatherly love where you're giving good advice, right? You're spreading the word, and you're trying to do your part so that people don't get stuck in the same situations that you've been in, right? And I feel like you're stepping into your power. You're stepping into where you're meant to be. I feel like a lot of people are starting to be moved into where they're meant to be. With this sacred play, if there's any strings still attached to you, you're cutting those. There's no more. They're gone. There's no more strings. I've got no strings. Na 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 na. Yeah, 9 of Cups. You didn't feel like you had emotional sovereignty. Like you couldn't. You had to walk on eggshells. You couldn't express who you were. You couldn't express what you feel. You were gaslit into being called crazy because you were too emotional, which I feel, obviously from what I'm seeing, is bullshit. It's bullshit, right? When you're dealing with fragile masculinity or fragile femininity, any emotion is too much emotion because they can't handle it, and you are now pushing back, and they don't like that shit, right? It feels like you couldn't be who you wanted to be. You couldn't be who you needed to be. There was also here a little bit of not being able to express who you were as a person, as a your god-given right. Honestly, like, everybody has a right to express themselves, but it feels like there was strings attached, so you couldn't express yourself because of fear of consequences. Yeah, with the King of Wands here, this King of Wands looks like an asshole to me, to be honest with you. This is somebody that could be, it's not in reverse, but I am still getting like this is somebody that wanted control. This is somebody that would use even like passion maybe to like manipulate you. Um, I feel like that you even took a hit to your self esteem, to be honest with you, with a Four of Swords in reverse. You had to heal from this. This is something that took a toll on you. And I think you stayed because there was money involved. There was some kind of strings attached here. Okay, let's go deeper. And I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I'm telling you, I'd rather be poor and have live a week by week than have strings. I will not. No, those cords will be cut. Money can't buy freedom. Money can't buy freedom or peace. All right, clarifying the Hierophant. Yeah, your views were distorted. They were muddled. You weren't seeing clearly, but I feel like it's because um you were choosing to be ignorant. And I'm sorry to say that, Capricorns, because I know that probably hurts, but you were choosing to not, and I just saw 11 and 11. You guys knew the situations where I feel like you didn't want to see the extent of what you were in, the situations you were in, and the strings that were being pulled. Um, there was a lot of negativity and a lot of judgment against you. You were lacking clarity. It was almost like you couldn't see. You were being gaslit. You were being gaslit and you were being manipulated. So you couldn't really tell what was up from down, what was left or right. Do they love me? Do they not love me? What's happening here? I don't know what's going on here. And that's what manipulative people are good at. They're like, hey, look over here while this hand is doing some other bullshit. And you're like, oh, well, they didn't do anything. Little do you know, they picked your pocket, right? And at the same time, they lower your self esteem. So they feel like, well, you deserve that. Or you won't find any better. Or how are you going to do it on your own? Fuck that. Capricorns? What? No, not my Cappies. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you had to get away. You guys might have taken a trip, or you guys might have taken some time in isolation to clear your mind and see things clearly without being bombarded with bullshit, with lies, with the strings. It feels like you secluded yourself. Um, you might have even gone over water. You might have traveled to an island. You might have gone somewhere, but you took some time where you were independent. You might have even like hid from these people or person um, for a while so that you could clear your mind and see clearly what was going on. And with that, I feel like that's where you got into your King of Cups energy, where you got angry and you became one with nature. You were starting to, and you became angry in like a wild woman kind of energy, right? You realized that there was a power struggle going on, and you started to become very assertive. And I feel like the people you were dealing with were very assertive and very possessive of you. I'm telling you, they were like locking you in a tower. Like, you're so beautiful, you're mine. Let me lock you in a tower. A person that loves you and sees your beauty is going to be like, this is a delicate flower. I'm going to prune it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to talk to it sweetly. A person that just wants you because they see your value and doesn't does is selfish is going to put you in a cage. And I feel like you were put in a cage, right? Um I feel like you were fighting your inner demons, and this person was allowing their inner demons to come out. But you became very determined. You became very determined and you became fearless because I feel like you became angry, honestly. Yeah, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, um, there's movement that's coming in, or movement that messages that came in about travel, about news. And you're free. There's like an escape route here. There's almost like a chance, or there was. This is either I feel like for some of you Capricorns, this is happening now, and for some of you guys, this has already happened. It's almost like a message came in and somebody said, hey, there's a green light. This is your chance to get away from this. And you guys were able to get away from this, or this is going to happen soon. There's a message coming in where they're going to say, hey, this is your chance. They're not looking, they're busy, they're whatever. And this is your green light to move forward and quickly be able to get away from this. And dude, it's giving one of those like lifetime stories, like sleeping with the enemy. Remember where she like pretends to drown to get away from her narcissistic husband? That's kind of what it's giving. What the hell? But you're getting away. You're getting away, and you're going into the sunset, right? And with the one being here, I get that as an ace. And with the red, I'm getting that as an ace of wands, right? A brand new fiery beginning. But you've learned the lesson and you've seen the truth. Let's clarify the King of Wands. I'm not getting a good energy from this King of Wands. It's making my stomach hurt. King of Wands. Let's clarify the King of Wands. Okay. They want to be very intentional with what comes out on the King of Wands. Okay. Yeah. You are being protected by your guides. You have been walked step by step with your guides. And now this is a miracle that is happening, and this is bringing in peace for you. You're going to go through a purity process. You're being very protected. You just need to make sure you take that leap of faith. Trust that this is going to work out, and whatever help you need is coming. You've seen the signs, you've seen the messages from above. Your ancestors are saying, we're with you. Like, we're going to get you the hell out of this. It's time to rise above this shit. Whatever it is that had strings on you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, whatever it is. And if it's kids, that will be, you just need to get the hell away from there so you can figure it out and come back and get it together, right? The universe is saying, we're going to take care of it. But this is you bringing you freedom. This is going to bring you freedom. They're encouraging you to move forward, and they're also asking you to forgive yourself. For some of you guys, this has already happened, and this is somebody that's coming back to want to reconcile. No. I feel like this is you guys. Yeah, I feel like this is you guys. You guys are moving forward, and because of that, there's a bunch of stuff that's going to happen. Actually, I'm just getting so much. Once you're away from this energy, whatever this is, you're going to be able to start solving problems quickly. There's a need to start asking questions. There's a need to be very adaptable. But you're going to become very creative if you're not already, and you're going to be able to start your own business. And it's going to kind of like boom, right? You're very resourceful, you're a scavenger, you're very clever, and you're mischievous, which is good because that gives curiosity, right? But it's time right now to be brave, and it's time for you to be bold, and for you to be heart-centered. It's time for you to be your own leadership, your own leader. You might have taken a hit to your self-esteem, but that's going to start coming back to you. It's starting to come back if it isn't already. Yeah, hidden things, mystery. Yeah, no, all of this is going to start coming back to you, and it's going to start uniting you with people that you're going to be able to collaborate, and you're going to be able to start building a life anew, right? Yeah. They're telling you to take the long way. You need to explore yourself. You need to explore different subjects. Right now is gonna, after this, or right now is gonna be a time of self discovery. There's a need to be flexible, and also there's a need to be patient, because obviously what you've gone through is very difficult, and it's time for you to just be in your own energy. Um, because this is going to be personal growth, right? Personal growth, but also it's going to be an adventure, but for you, it's going to be an adventure so you can learn who you are without trying to be caged in. And you can take your time with this. This is nothing you need to be in a hurry with. You're going to be taken care of. Yeah, there are things working against you, but your persistence is going to pay off. Okay? This is crazy. Yeah, dark to light. You're being liberated. Yeah, you need to stand up for your truth, for your passion, for your justice, and for freedom. Yeah, you're moving to your true north. And you're discovering your life path, okay? Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's time to get going. The pressure's on. Do it now. Do the action. Go. Just go where if you need to leave, this is a situation where you need to go. Yeah, you need to be determined and go where you need to go. And whatever it is that's holding on to you, that has strings to you, you need to get away from there. Yep, yep. Only good things are coming after that. It is going to take a minute. You do need to heal. You do need to do some self exploration. And after that, things are going to start moving forward. This was kind of a wild ride. I'm so sorry. And there's a need to heal with the Four of Swords in reverse. There's a need to heal, and it is going to take some time, Capricorn. But once the healing, but you're going to be doing it while exploring. Like, I feel like you're not going to be stuck in one spot, if that makes sense. All right, Capricorns. All right, let's get you a guidance card. Again, they want to be very specific. I hope you guys are safe. If you guys need anything, please feel free to email me. I don't know how I can help, but if you guys are literally like in this kind of situation, you send me an email. Shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, you're lighting your own way forward. But I promise you, you're so surrounded right now by your guides and divinity, becoming braver, resilient experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. Yes. Cut those strings and move forward. Run, 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 run. Capricorns. Seriously, if you guys need help, please reach out to me. Send me an email. I don't know what I could do, but we could definitely look at it, okay? All right. I love you guys so much. Cappy's my best friend. I will see you guys later. Bye.